This is the video review for the Walmart exclusive 6-inch Iron Man Mark 6. It's a very cool figure. Some people have mentioned that it's weird that there's none of the red paint apps on his thighs. They're all gold. And that's a change that's happened to the designs, I think, throughout the movie. Because if the early ones were painted, like here's the 3-inch version. You can see he's got some red on his thighs. They're not all gold like this. But you also notice there's no silver on him. And every official image I've seen of the Mark 6 now, all the artifact statues and things like that, the Mark 6 does have the silver. And with that paint scheme, the thighs are indeed intended to be all gold. Also, if you look on the back, they did paint the upper thigh up here red. So there's no reason they wouldn't have done it if this wasn't the accurate scheme. So the all gold on the thighs is correct. It's not missing any paint apps. Now, posability wise, it's really decent. He's got a lot of movement in his arm. He's got some ball joint hinge arms, double hinged elbows. His wrists move and rotate. We'll get into more of those in a minute. The hips are the same type of joint as on the smaller figures. A little bit of a pain, but they're not quite, from what I've seen, as prone to sticking as the little figures are. The double hinged knees and then some limited ankle movement there. His head is on a double joint, which is kind of nice. And he does have a chest joint that, for the most part, doesn't let you go forward any, but it does let his tilt up a little bit for more of a flying pose, if you want that. And the fist, here he has one fist and one open palm, but they do come with 2 pairs of extra hands. You get 3 pairs of hands total that you can swap out. You want to give him 2 kind of open palms. Just snap them right in, and you can switch out his hands fairly easily, which is nice. So you got some options. Like I said, I think this is more the final scheme for the Mark 6 with the silver and the gold thighs. Triangular arc reactor. The arc reactor, I think, can be painted maybe a little bit more dynamically, but all in all, if you get one that's painted decently, it's painted decently. I don't have any flaws with this one. And again, like I said, this paint scheme, the color scheme, a little different from the 3 3/4-inch Mark 6, unless you get the Target Hall of Armor Mark 6 Iron Man figure. If you get the Hall of Armor 3 3/4-inch one, it is painted appropriately. It is painted with the silver and gold thigh color scheme, and not this original one, so it's a little bit more accurate as well. They do have these little shoulder panels. A little bit of a pain. Like, I like how they did them on here, where they were attached to the arm. But they work. They're a little bit of a hindrance, but nothing major. But overall, a very, very nice figure. A nice representation of the Mark 6. It's the Walmart exclusive 6-inch Iron Man 2 Mark 6.